Matthew Shack in the building. And you're listening to The Flow Sports Radio Show. Well, 25% of the season's up. And there's only 2 teams that's left undefeated. And things ain't playing out like we thought. And some things are playing out exactly like we thought. Man, look. Understand this, y'all. Any given Sunday, you can get your ass whooped on the football field. I don't give a damn who you are. And we're seeing that. We're seeing a whole lot of teams that one week they look like they ready for the bowl, and the next week they're looking like they ready for the cereal bowl. As in, we gonna be eating cereal while we watch the playoffs type stuff. That's what it's looking like to me. 2 teams left undefeated. The defending champion Denver Broncos, less Peyton Manning, are 4-0. It ain't making no sense. You would think when you lose a Hall of Fame quarterback, you're going to come back and you are going to continue to win games. They ain't lost since last year. That's what's crazy about them. And then the other team is even more crazy. That would be the Minnesota Vikings and Sam Bradford. How are you undefeated when you don't have the best running back in football in Adrian Peterson? Your starting quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater is out for the season with ACL. You trade for Sam Bradford from the Eagles, and he comes right in and fits right in, and he looks like he's found his niche. That's crazy to me, man. Let's talk about that game first. The Giants and the Vikings. Vikings defense is no joke. They're legit. Sam Bradford is doing what he got to do with the pieces that he has. Got to give a brother credit for that. Now, on the other side of the ball, with the Giants, what's wrong with your boy Odell Beckham Jr., man? Didn't we just talk about this cat last week? Didn't we just talk about this cat losing a fight to the kicking net? Didn't we just talk about this cat last week crying on the sidelines? Didn't we just talk about this cat last week making Josh Norman look like he's Deion Sanders when he isn't? Then he comes right back and does the same thing again last night. Gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And then he should have been kicked out the game for the second unsportsmanlike conduct that they didn't call because it's Monday Night Football. We can't have Odell Beckham sitting on the sidelines, y'all. We can't have that. Because when you take your football helmet off in the field of play, that is an unsportsman. Straight up. The man had a career low 3 receptions for 23 yards, and in the second half, he didn't catch nothing. That speaks for itself, man. Don't go the T.O. route. Don't turn into Terrell Owens, homie. Get it together, ODZ. And we already know Eli is going to be Eli. Eli going to throw an interception, and he going to throw a touchdown. That's Eli. That game is whatever it is. Let's get to the next one. The Falcons, 48, Panthers, 33. What happened to the Panthers, man? See, I think that Cam Newton is taking this celebrity a little bit too far and not concentrating on playing the quarterback position because he's looking horrible as a defending league MVP. But your boy Julio Jones, straight to Julio. Is he the best receiver in football over Antonio Brown? We gonna have to have a conversation about that. Because Julio went for 300. The man is unguardable right now, man. Matt Ryan threw for over 500. Them two cats combined for 800 yards of offense themselves. Are they for real? They looking pretty good. We'll see, because the Falcons still have that history. Let's keep it moving. Seahawks snap back 27-17 over the Jets. Ain't much to say about that. It's the Jets. Redskins 31-20 over the Browns. I still ain't believing in the Redskins. But I like what Josh Norman had to say about his former team, the Panthers. About them getting torched by Julio when he said, I'll just sit here and sip my tea. And you get what you pay for, which is true. Then you have Bears and Lions. Bears 17, Lions 14. That game was boring as hell. The Buffalo Bills 18 and the Patriots 0? Wasn't expecting that. Rex Ryan lives to coach another week. But Tom Brady's coming back, so you already know what that means. What else we got cracking here? My Oakland Raiders. Now, I got to give a shout out to my boy, one of my closest partners, Gordon the Prez Brooks, who made it very clear, you ain't giving my Baltimore Ravens any love. My babe, my boogaloo, my love of my life, she's Baltimorean and a Baltimore Ravens fan. She was not happy. Not good to live in a household with somebody else who's a rival of your own team when your teams win. But with that said, them Raiders 28-27 up in this piece. I thought Michael Crabtree was washed up. What happened? See, sometimes you just need a change of scenery. Sometimes it ain't you. Sometimes it's who you with. We'll get into that in a minute. But them Raiders is looking good. That defense ain't looking so swift, but they bent and they did not break. But we'll take it 3-1. Let's keep it moving. The Rams 17-13 over the Cardinals. The Rams? I was grilling the Rams earlier. The Rams are now 3-1. They're leading the NFC West. You're doing a good job, Jeff Fisher. Can't hate. Saints finally got a victory. 35-34 in a barn burner against the Chargers. Man, the Chargers are just a hot mess, man. There's not much to talk about with them cats, man. There's just not much to talk about. Pittsburgh Steelers turn back into the Pittsburgh Steelers. 43-14 over the Chiefs. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we expect from the Steelers. Okay? Even though the Steelers should be undefeated, but we'll talk about that some other time. The Texans, they do what they do against the Titans. 27-20. Don't got much to say about that game. Boring as hell. And the last game I gotta talk about. Cowboys 24, 49ers 17. I was watching that game, man, before I fell asleep. 49ers was winning 14-0, looking like it was about to be all gravy and some barbecue chicken, and it wasn't. Because gravy and barbecue chicken don't go together. Dak Prescott, Dallas fans. I told you about that cat, man. That dude is for real. You guys got a quarterback controversy. San Francisco, you guys got a quarterback controversy. I told you, and I told you, and I told you, and I told you. Colin Kaepernick needs to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers over Blaine Gabbert. And the only reason why he's not has something to do with not standing for the national anthem. You guys want to make the playoffs? You better put Colin in the lineup. But you're not going to do it because Trent Baalke and Chip Kelly, they don't want to have the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers not standing up for the national anthem. That's all I can say about that. Now, y'all continue to pay those exuberant prices over at Levi Stadium and the $100 parking that's in the golf course and do all of that to not get the best players playing on the team. Y'all need to do something about that. And that's it. It's in the books. We're going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. Because that's what we do at the Flow Sports Radio Show. But until then, game on, game on.